Canelo Alvarez recently issued a sharp response to Terence Crawford's challenge for a fight. Israel Madoff expressed doubts about Crawford's ability to move up to super middleweight and take on Alvarez, believing it would be a tough battle for Crawford. After a 12-round fight, Crawford secured a unanimous decision victory against Madoff, but promoter Eddie Hearn criticized the outcome, calling the scorecards a complete joke. "It's a waste of time," said Hearn after the fight. "It's not a 116-112 fight. He's coming into the fight as a champion, but because he's fighting Terence Crawford, he doesn't get a shake. All off the effective punches were coming from Israel Madoff. Crawford had a good flurry in the last round. It was a super close fight. I believe you have to come in and take that belt of the champion Terence Crawford didn't do that, and I love him. He is brilliant, but for me, Madrimov deserves to be champion tonight. It was a fight that could have gone either way." And then you hear the scorecards and it's "why do you bother" kind of thing. You lose by 4 rounds on 2 of the scorecards. It wasn't that kind of fight. Crawford entered the fight as a heavy favorite, and given that the match went the full distance, it was surprising to many. He won narrowly on the judges' scorecards. Goes to show how good Madoff really. Much of the focus during fight week centered on the possibility of Crawford moving up to challenge Canelo Alvarez, the super middleweight champion. According to Madoff, the outcome of such a bout would heavily depend on the weight class in which Crawford and Alvarez face off. "I don't know, it depends on what weight they fight in," he said, "but if they fight in Canelo's current weight category, then I think it will be very difficult for Crawford because he's massive." While Madoff believes Crawford is too small to compete with Alvarez at 168 pounds, he acknowledges that the former 135-pound fighter has a powerful punch. "There's no doubt Crawford packs significant power. There is no doubt he has skills. I knew that. That's why this fight was so close." Madoff added, "If I won the 11th and 12th rounds, maybe I could have won the fight or got the draw, but I did what I could. I followed my plan. I did a lot in the beginning of the fight as well. I tried to be aggressive. I tried to take the fight to him. I obviously exerted more energy, but maybe next time with the experience I gained, I can do better in the future." Make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications so you never miss any future videos from the world of combat sports. Initially, when asked about the possibility of a Terence Crawford fight, Canelo didn't seem too interested, citing the significant weight difference between them.
"I don't know.
But just like it was with Golovkin, is that going to be the case all over again with Benavidez? I know you focus on Charles, but is that going to be the case with Benavidez and everyone's asking you?
Yeah. Yeah.
How bad do you want to shut him up and be like, "Hey, this is the guy, like I kicked his ass"?
Okay, you know, I don't wanna say because there's a lot of people like him, and I don't care. It's fine to have opposite.
You know, do you want Crawford to call you out at 68 and say that he can beat you at this weight?
No, you know, everybody wants to fight with me, so it's fine.
That being a biggest fight possible in boxing, is that something you can actually be interested in?
You know, it's crazy when you asking about that, because you say, your Machado is coming out with other weight classes and and he's welterweight, so don't make sense. But if the fight made sense, why not?
A lot of people have been #1 pound for pound. You think that's fair to you?
You know, it's a few people there who deserve be the #1 pound for pound, and it's fine. Huh? With a lot of body shots.
Now that we've seen Crawford move up in weight to fight Madoff, it's clear he's aiming to acclimate and eventually make the Canelo fight happen. However, most would agree that Crawford still needs a few tune-up fights before facing Canelo, as he looked good, but Canelo is a different level of competition. If Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez square off in a major bout in early 2025, Alexander Usyk believes Crawford will come out on top. Alvarez is currently the unified 3-belt super middleweight champion. Hisay Terence wins. Terence is a different man. Terence works in 2 sides, on the right and the left. With Crawford now having moved up in weight to fight Madoff, it's evident he's preparing to take on Canelo. However, many believe Crawford still needs a few tune-up fights before challenging Canelo, who is on a different level of competition. If Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez clash in a major bout in early 2025, Alexander Usyk predicts that Crawford will emerge victorious. Alvarez currently holds 3 unified super middleweight titles. He feels the distance Terence can box like a big guy. Usyk's endorsement speaks volumes, given his legendary status and deep knowledge of boxing. His belief in a close fight between Crawford and Canelo highlights how competitive the matchup could be. Hopefully, this bout gets announced sooner rather than later. Crawford has been vocal about wanting the Canelo fight for both his legacy and the massive payday, fully aware that it would likely need to be at a catchweight.
I'm trying to make all-time history.
Right.
You know, if the Canelo fight come to fruition, then that's a fight that I'll be willing to take just off the wrist. You know, to be one of the all-time greats. That, you know, that's a fight.
That's the one that gets you going. I can see it in your eyes.
Yeah. That's a fight because of the challenge. I love the challenges, and I love the people that I hear them now. You too little. You know, Canelo gonna break you. He's gonna stop you. You come from 147, that weight too big. This and that. I can hear now, and that just excites me to go in there and just be like, okay, let me prove him wrong once again.
That fight would be gigantic if Canelo gets through Jamel, and then you guys fight.
Before we dive deeper into the video, how do you see a fight between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez playing out? Would it be the one-sided beating many predict from Canelo, or do you think Crawford could outmaneuver him and secure a win? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Crawford has already found success at 154 pounds and is eyeing a move up to 168 to face Saul Canelo Alvarez. Turkey Alvarez season has confirmed that an offer was made to the Mexican champion. However, many believe Crawford should avoid another jump in weight, especially with the Madrimov fight now serving as a benchmark. Ryan Garcia is among those who voiced his opinions on social media, stating, "Crawford cannot beat Canelo. Let's be real." The left jab works for Crawford, but Madrimov's left hook is key. If he lands it, he stops Crawford. Regardless if I'll say Crawford is pound for pound, this doesn't look like it. Madoff has 11 fights. Canelo coes this guy for fun. Garcia also suggested that the fight could end in a draw or a robbery, and he criticized Crawford's resume, believing Madrimov should have been declared the winner. Crawford, on the other hand, said that a fight with Canelo could happen if the money is right, though he wasn't as eager as usual to call out the Mexican fighter after his win against Madoff. Only time will tell what unfolds from here. We can only hope the contracts get signed, because this would be a blockbuster fight. That wraps up today's video. Be sure to subscribe to Fight Fury for more content from the world of combat sports. And don't forget to turn on the post notification bell so you won't miss any future uploads. Until then, see you in the next one.